can find us.
Hi, everyone. This is Amy with This and That.
Hey, guys. I'm Dawn with DCC Designs. Trying to see if I could find our live stream on my phone.
Oh, I'm hoping this is going to work. Because I just got a little thing that popped up. He said they fixed it now.
Yeah, because I don't see it on here.
Okay, it does say we are live.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but we're only on live on the page. So what I have to do is I have to share it into the group. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so let me see how to do that. Okay, which is so weird because now I don't see that we're live on the page. Where did it go? Hello. Oh, there's 3 people on. Hi.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, hi everyone. We're just trying to make sure we get this set up here. So just hang tight with us for just a few moments. Let us know in the comments if you are a Sublimation Box Club member. Let us know if you are, and what was one word, so without spoiling it, one word that you describe this month's box. Okay, well, I share this into our group because Facebook does not like us to be able to do all the things that we used to be able to do. So here we go. We're going to share this in the group, and here we go. I'm up, Mom. Okay, let her come in and close the door. Okay, can you see any comments? Oh, yeah, I'm now starting to see them.
I don't see us in the group yet.
It hasn't shared yet, so hold on.
Okay.
Okay, it just went through. Okay, now I have to go back and I have to share the other one into the box club group. So let's do that.
Hi, Britt. Hi, Arlene. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Just give us a few minutes while we try to get this out in all the groups. Oh, I got it.
There you go. Okay, awesome. Okay, as you guys are joining in, let us know if you are a Sublimation Box Club member currently, and just use one word to describe what you think about this box without doing any spoilers. And I am going to let Dawn introduce herself. That's something we haven't done before while I finish this up. So I want Dawn to introduce herself and who she is and what she does, also besides helping sub this and that.
Hey guys, so for those of you that may not have seen my face around the group, I don't know how that could be, but I'm always there. I'm Dawn from DCC Designs. I teach Cricut, Sublimation, and Canva classes. I teach everything from Cricut 101 through advanced sublimation techniques, and I teach you how to use Canva to tie it all together. Because as many of you Cricut users may know, you cannot print very large from your Cricut machine. So sometimes you just need to use Canva to supplement and to get some different images. But yeah, that's basically what I do. And then here in the group, I share the mock-ups, the templates, all of the images that you guys use, I create. And I try to hop on every Monday, and as you've probably heard me say, I give a little tip, a trick, a hack, a little bit of inspiration, and something to carry you through the week so you learn something new. So that's basically all about me in a nutshell.
Yeah, no, and I am so blessed to have Dawn on the team because she's absolutely amazing. So if you guys have not checked out her classes, I know that there was somebody that was asking just recently about Canva, and Dawn teaches Canva classes. So that's something you really want to have in your back pocket, especially when you're a crafter for different types of crafts. So it's not just for sublimation. She teaches you guys things to do, again, like she said, Cricut. She also just does fun trending projects and things like that, like for Mother's Day. I mean, she's probably got some plans to do some things up here for Father's Day and some things like that. So definitely want to check that out. I'll have her drop that link when we're done. Or if she wants to drop it right now, that's fine too. If you want to, Dawn, you can go ahead and drop it now. Or do you have to do it after the live?
I think I have to do it after the live. My phone won't let me get out of the live and pull my link. So
okay.
But I'll get it. You guys will get it. No worries. Yeah. And I have all my social media links too. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram. I put out videos every day with tips on all of the things that I mentioned. So
yeah, and every Monday she puts a tip into the main group for Sub This and That, and then also in the Box Club. So definitely check those out. I know the one upcoming Monday is going to have to do with one of the products that's in the box. So we want you to be aware of that. After we have the live today, this afternoon, I want you guys to be aware that we're going to be sending out a revamp, like a correction to a couple of the products. Okay, so you guys are going to be on. You guys are going to be hearing the correction that we're going to be talking about, but we are going to be sending that in an email form to you as well. And then we're going to be making a post in the group. It'll probably be tomorrow. We have a few stragglers that haven't gotten their box yet, and we hate to ruin the surprise with saying, hey, we have a couple corrections here without doing that. Okay, so just make sure if you have not been getting our emails and you are a Sublimation Box Club member, you definitely want to check your spam, okay, if you haven't. And if you haven't, still email us at support@subthisandthat.com. And that way, then we can help you to get you your emails because we send out important emails. And it's really important to stay in contact. We send out at least one to you every single week that is just for the Sublimation Box Club members, okay?
Right.
All right, so got that all the way.
Let me just interrupt 1 second. Guys, don't ever be afraid. If you are unclear about how to sublimate a project or you have a question, I'm here. This is what I do. So don't ever hesitate to send me a private message and reach out.
And now, with that being said, what Dawn just said, I am going to drop our YouTube channel because this is another great resource for you to have.
Absolutely.
In your back pocket is to be able to go on there and be able to see the different tutorials and things like that. And if there are things that are corrections and things like that that we figured out along the way, and we're like, hey, this is an easier way of doing this, right? Just like we did with our binders and stuff. We're always going to have a tutorial for you, and we're going to upload that into the YouTube channel. And it's also going to be when you go to purchase the product, scroll all the way down. We're going to have that video right there for you. So we take the guesswork out of it for you. Okay.
Sure.
I'm trying to see. It's that
big boy lyric.
Okay, there we go. I was like, my eyes. I need to get something here. So I can see better, right? I need to get those little glasses or something.
Reading glasses.
Yes, and
they're right with me at all times.
Yeah, and I'm not wanting to do that. Okay, so all right, let's get started. So, let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't have a box set up, so I had all my stuff sitting right here. It all couldn't fit in the box, right? Can't fit in the box. Okay, so here's one of the things. When you get your box, you guys probably realize this month you guys got a brown box, okay? I'm showing you guys what the normal box would be like, but you guys got a brown box. And, oh, you know what? I'll just grab this brown box right here. And don't mind my room. Everything is pushed in here. Cannot wait. August, we got a house. And so we're good. Yes, we're going to have a bigger location. I'll actually be able to have a setup, Dawn, like you do. Keep it where I don't have to keep putting boxes and stuff and orders and things like that in here. So you guys know that you guys got a brown box this month, okay? Now, here's the reason why we ran out of boxes and we hadn't gotten them in. They come in on a slow boat. And so we had to get brown boxes. We probably will have brown boxes next month too. But you know what? We're okay with that, right? They're great boxes. I want to let you know that you can recycle and you can reuse. You can send something out for your customers into that box, or you can use those boxes and put things in it. So that is one big thing here that we are very passionate about here at Sub This and That. You guys will notice when you guys get your orders that we recycle. Okay. My husband is a huge recycler. He works at Subaru and we recycle everything. And when I say everything, we recycle everything.
Listen, I am packing up a house to move, and I have been very happy to have those brown boxes because they're like just the perfect size for little things in my office.
Yep, absolutely. So, okay, so when you get your box, you're going to get the, like I said, you're getting the brown box. You guys are going to notice one of the very first things that's in your box, you're going to have what's called an experience card. Okay, this card is going to tell you pretty much the name of the box for that month, and it's going to tell you a little bit about the box. That way you can kind of get the idea of what's going to be in it. So you're already starting to feel it. You're already got, oh, wow, okay, so this is going to be, you know, a box that has things in there. It could be for Father's Day gifts. But I'm going to tell you, the gifts are, the things that came in this box are also unisex. I wanted to make sure that they weren't all geared towards men, right? I wanted to make sure that, you know, if you didn't have like somebody in your life that you wanted to make something for men's gifts or something like that, but you could also make it for yourself. And I've had several people already post out a couple different things that they've gotten that they've used with the products, okay, towards them, which I thought was super awesome. Okay, so you're going to get that in there. You're also going to see a thank you card in there this month. This is just a thank you card that's normally inside of the box. Please keep that, because here's the thing. It's going to have your discount code. This is a code you're going to want to utilize the whole entire time you're in the Sublimation Box Club. Okay, it's a 15% discount. It's on ready-to-ship products, pre-orders, specialty things. Like we just had a special box called the Hello Spring Box. Anybody who was a Sublimation Box Club member got an additional 15% off on that. You guys also know that I love to spoil my members. So if you are a Box Club member, you got an additional $5 for you to share, for you to use, right? The 15 off 40. So hopefully you've been paying attention to your email and you've been paying attention in the group and also in Text Club, that tonight at midnight that ends. Okay, so all the products that I'm getting ready to show you that came out of the box, they're now all available, and you can use that $15 off the 40. There's a special code for you. It's been in the group, it's in your email, and it'll be in text. Okay, and we'll be sending all that stuff back out again today. So don't worry if you missed it, and if you did, just message me and I can send that to you. Now, if you haven't joined Sublimation Box Club, you got a different code. Okay, you got a different code. It's going to be up in the group. And I can tell you, it's called Strong Women. It's all in caps. So I'm going to put that here. And you're going to be able to then get anything for 10 off 40. So, and that also includes these new items. So I want you guys to be taking advantage of that. This was our gift to you. We wanted to do this because we just wanted to thank everybody. We didn't want to gear it towards just Mother's Day because we understand that not everybody's a mother. We have fur mamas. We have, all kinds of different people, right? We have teachers, teammates, things like that, co-workers, sisters and, best friends and stuff like that. So we wanted to gear it towards anybody, right? So it's the 10 off the 40. I'm going to drop that right here into the comments so you guys have that. And I promise you we're going to get going here in just a few minutes. And the code to get that 10 off the 40 is going to be Strong Women. So, okay, yes, Strong Women. Okay, we are strong, right? We are all strong. Yes, absolutely.
No, that's fat.
Don't do that. We don't want to. I don't want to show that, though. And it's getting summer season, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So the 10 off the 40. So that is going to apply to these items as well. Okay. Just let you know that. Okay. All right. So let's go here and get everything else going. Okay. So the other thing, when you open up your box, you're going to get a heat press time and temperature card. And as we talk about these products, Dawn is going to be letting you know the heat press time and temperature that she used. Now, there are some recommended on here. And when we get to one of the very first items, I'm going to let you know about this one, okay? Because this one right here, we actually had a change on it. So I'm going to go ahead through the card this time instead of going through what would have been in the box you see first, because I think this is important to do this, okay? All right, so very first thing, which you're not going to see this first, this is at the very bottom of your box, so hopefully you don't miss it, okay? Is going to be our Sublimation license plate, but it is the first thing on your card, and that's why I'm going through it. This is 6 by 12 inches. Ooh, I love it. And so hopefully you're seeing that this is not just a product that's just for men. This could be for women.
Oh,
And
for
I'm going
sure.
to suggest you to put something on there for yourself. Put something on there about crafting, what you love to do. Maybe the name of your business. This is going to be something that I think that if you do crafting events this summer, this is going to be a great addition to that, because everybody loves to be able to show off different things on their car. I'm a big Friends fan, so I have one on my car as a Friends fan in the front. And in the back, I actually have the one that my teammate, or one of my girls that works for me, got me for Christmas. It says something about being too close. The one where you're too close. Because people are too close to seeing that license plate, right? You don't want to be that close. So the correction I want to let you know on this is, Dawn's going to give you the time and temp in a second, is that we wrote on the card, because we're so used to the other license plates we've had in the past that you just press straight to them, okay? The new and improved ones, they're putting the coating on, they're putting the film on there. And so the film has to be removed before you press, okay? So that is a correction that will be in your email, that will be in a post. And I wanted to let you know here right now that that's the way you want to do it, because you don't want to ruin your product, okay? It'll also be in the description on the website as well too, okay? All right, Dawn's going to give you the time and temp on that, and I'm going to drop it here in the comments so you guys can grab that.
So this one was simple. This one I did at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. It pressed beautifully, and you guys have that image. You can change out the world's best dad to read any. Actually, I don't even remember if I actually gave you the words in the middle of yours. I may have just left it blank, and you could put whatever font and whatever wording you want in there. I think that's what I did. I think I left it blank. So you can put whatever you want. I think. Don't quote me. I did it over a week ago. I don't remember what I did this morning. But yes, you can pull. If I did put the words, you can just go into Canva and you can use your magic erase, pull those words out, and you can put your own words in there.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, and that is, I just, nope, I didn't drop it yet. Those are $5.95 on the website. Okay. So we're going to drop that right here. All right. So, and I've had some people ask me, can you let me, tell us about like profit on a product like this? So the product right now is $5.95. You can easily sell this between $15 and $20.
Easy.
Okay? Because once you personalize something, and especially with a full bleed image, people will pay that, because look at the different license plates and things like that that already are out there that already have designs on them. And this is going to be personalized towards the person. And I would really suggest that you use the mock-ups that I'm going to have Dawn talk about to help you to promote and sell your price if you're wanting to. So I'd love to hear in the comments if you are a business or if you're a crafter, so that we can talk to you about that a little bit. Because if you're a crafter, yes, you're still doing it for friends and family and stuff, so you want to personalize. If you're going to do this as a business, definitely the mock-ups are really a great way to go. And I feel like if people aren't really aware of the mock-ups, and I was going to actually ask Dawn to possibly post up again, Dawn, that video you made about mock-ups again in the group.
Okay.
I'm thinking from time to time, we just need to remind people.
Pop it out there.
New crafter, Arlene. Okay.
And guys, I've done a video in the past talking to you about how to price your items. And I know some of you feel that you're not, you're pricing things so low, and you feel like you shouldn't be pricing them any higher than that. But guys, you got to remember, not only do you buy the blank, you have the paper, you're using your ink, you're using your time, you're worth making a few dollars on these products. So there's a whole formula in a video that I have posted. If I could locate it, I'll post that again as well.
Yeah, because that is very trtrue. I mean, and the thing is that it's really how you promote yourself, right? It's really how you put yourself out there, because people are like, oh, I want to, because look how people that can sell things, like some people can sell t-shirts for like $40 and people are buying them all day long, right? And then there's somebody who's selling a t-shirt maybe for $20. And then there's people who will sell them for $10, and they're really not making any money at the $10 level, just to let you know that.
Right.
It's just really how you're putting yourself out there and how you're promoting yourself. And if you are like doing things like what we're doing, we're going live and stuff. So that's one of the things that we're going to kind of talk about on Business Tips 101 this month, is about how are you putting yourself out there? How are you promoting yourself? Because you have to keep promoting yourself. In the day and age right now, it's all about going live. It's all about talking to your customers and, you know, interacting with them and engaging with them. That's why you see a lot of things happen in the group that we engage with. We ask you guys to constantly engage, is because that is really what things are coming to. And yeah, so we'll get into that another day though.
Absolutely.
But, okay. All right. So the next product you're going to see is your Sublimation leather wallet. Now, these are new improved wallets. Okay. We've had wallets in the past. You guys have probably seen wallets in the past. They were just a full PU leather product. This is actually PU leather, and it feels like a soft suede. Is it?
Yes, I thought so too.
I don't know. It's much softer than the front side, because the front side is the PU part, right? And then you've got this really soft spot in the back. The other cool thing is that they've always just been black, and so it's nice now that we have gray. So we do have the gray, and when you're going to open it up, you're going to have plenty of places that you can put little slots and things like that, with driver's license. Money, of course. So right in here, and just, you know, so this is a great gift that's coming up. Father's Day is going to be right around the corner. It's less than a month.
Yes,
right?
crazy, right?
It's like 3 weeks away. Can you believe June is coming up that fast?
Please.
So, we've got the gray, and I'm going to have Dawn talk to you about this product. This is another one of the products that is a correction product that you're going to see in the email, okay? Because it's a very delicate product. I want to talk about PU leather for one thing. It's just, it's soft. It dinks in easily, okay? So this is one you really want to make sure you're protecting, and you want to make sure you're really following the instructions, because they're different. Dawn has probably pressed our women's wallet. Remember our women's wallet?
I sure do.
And it probably pressed totally different than this, right? But it was the same kind of material. It just might have not had the slot. And it doesn't have the suede material. And this material is very soft, and it is delicate. It's one of that Cassandra shows you in her tutorial, that you have to be very careful with the tape. So she suggested that this is kind of probably one of those products that you do when you do, like, let's say your tumblers, right? And you want to make sure the full tumbler is wrapped before you put that shrink wrap on, right? Because that shrink wrap is really tight and it can get stuck. So she'll suggest to you that you would probably put like some paper over and then tape it, right? Because if you use it and you just put the tape on, that heat tape is going to heat up, and it is probably going to pull off, which is what happened to her.
Right.
Okay. So these are the tips and things and the tricks that we like to share with you guys, so that you guys don't have any problems with your products, okay? So this is the brown, okay? So the brown, and then we also have a black. So you can get it in 3 different colors, okay? Whichever color you want. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the link while Dawn talks about hers, and I love that. That is so beautiful.
So guys, I did this at 385 degrees for 60 seconds, but to address what Amy said, if you guys take a look, well, first let me say, when you get it, this piece of paper is inside, and let me just slip it inside. So this little piece of paper is inside when you get your wallet. And my feeling was they gave us this piece of paper because they knew the outside of the wallet was going to sublimate. So this paper was to protect this little piece inside and this binding. So I kept the paper inside. Well, P.S., I did still get, it's not really translating in the camera, but I did still get a little bit of the sublimation ink on the wallet itself. And the paper just stuck. It stuck to the inside. It took me a good 10 minutes to get the paper out of the inside. So I did make a video for you guys. That was the video Amy made reference to earlier. It will be coming out on Monday. What I did instead, and I made this one, as you could tell, this one is for women. Crafting empties my wallet but fills my soul. when I did this one, I did put butcher paper on the inside of here, and I put a little bit of heat tape here. So you'll see that video. But to answer the question that she mentioned about it being delicate, I did not wrap the butcher paper around the outside, and I did melt the leather or the suede inside. So there is a video coming on this. It will be posted Monday in my typical Monday video. Look for it, but just be cautious when you sublimate this, because you can sublimate onto the leather.
Yeah.
So
and we'll put that in an email back out to you guys as well too, just in case you missed the post, because we know that Facebook doesn't always push things out, and so that way then you'll have it there. And we may even just drop that also, if we can, put 2 videos on the actual description, so you guys will have that as well.
Right.
Okay. But you ever have any questions, if you're like, okay, I get this product, I'm just really not sure what to do, always reach out. Okay. Yeah. Send us an email, ask us questions, because we always have tips and tricks, and there's resources for you. Okay. On any of the products. Okay. So we want to help you guys. That's why we're here. But we just need to know. Okay. And you can also just ask in the group too. The group is amazing to answer questions. We have, every different level of a person with sublimation. We've got our newbies, which is like the people who are brand new, right? You've got your experts, you've got your people who've had business for a while, and everybody's at a different level. So there are no, silly questions. I don't like to use the word dumb. I'm just going to say the word silly. There are none that are silly, right? Because everybody has to start somewhere. And the way you learn is by being able to test the products and things. That's why this box was designed, was so that you can, try the products, find out what you like. And then if you want to purchase more, you have the opportunity to do that. That's why there's a 15% discount for you. You don't have to wait for a sale. You don't have to wait for, whenever you want something, you're able to get that. Okay.
Right.
Also, you guys get first access, and that's huge, because we don't carry sometimes a lot of, like, let's say something's got like 6 different variations, which is one of the products in the box, by the way. We don't carry like hundreds of it, because we want to be able to carry more products, and we add in so many products a month. We add in probably about 6 to 12 new products every single month. Okay. Because we bring other things in that maybe you get into the spring mystery box, by the way, or maybe just something else fun for the summer or something like that. But there are always at least 6, because 6 products are in the box. Okay. All right. So our next thing is going to be our Sublimation 17-ounce stainless steel soda can tumbler. Wow. This was one of my faves this time around, because I just absolutely love, I love to drink my soda, and I love that it has the built-in straw, right? I don't have to worry about trying to go and find a straw somewhere. I love this for summer, and I love this for traveling, because you can take this to the beach and everything like that. This is for sublimation. I've had people ask me that before. It's white. It's coated for sublimation. It's got the nice little screw-off lid right here, and I will tell you, they did throw a straw in there.
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily need it, unless, you know what, maybe you do. Maybe you. Okay,
I think you do need it.
I think
it
do.
needs. Yes.
Oh my goodness! I just realized this.
I don't know where my straw is.
Every day. When things come in, sometimes it's a little chaotic. Okay, there you go. So we could have connected all this for you guys, and I didn't do that, right? But look at Dawn's. It's so pretty. I love that. Great for 4th of July coming up. Okay.
This is coming camping with me next week.
Oh, yes. Is anybody going to be doing anything for the big holiday coming up? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go grab the other information. I'm going to let Dawn talk about what she pressed hers at. Okay.
Okay, so I used my PYD Life sublimation oven, and I did this at 355 degrees, for 6 minutes. If you do this in your heat press, I would do it for about, and I'm reading my notes because I took notes. I would do this at 380 seconds 380 degrees for about 45 seconds. And then what I do, guys, sometimes I do the whole tumbler in the tumbler press. I do it for 45 seconds. Then I turn it, do it for 45 seconds, and then I do the end and the end for 15 seconds. That just makes sure that that end is really secure.
Yeah. Okay, so you told the oven and the mug press? I'm sorry, did I miss the mug press?
The mug press was 380 degrees for 45 seconds, rotate it and another 45. And then I do the ends if I put it in the, for 15 seconds each. But in the oven, it was 355 for 6 minutes. And I will tell you guys, this is stainless steel. So you want to put, when you put this in the convection oven, you don't just want to throw your shrink wrap over your paper. You want to put a piece of butcher paper taped around it with your shrink wrap over it so it doesn't melt onto the tumbler.
Yeah. I think one thing we're going to start doing, because, here's the thing. The car is so small, right, guys? We can't fit all that stuff on there. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to send out and also put into the file section step by step. Will that help you guys? Will that help you better because of like what Dawn just said about, putting the paper on, making sure you wrap it. And the reason you want to do that is the same reason I talked about the wallet and stuff. Because that product gets so hot and it's so condensed to keep it tight. It wants to keep your image so that your image will come out vibrant and beautiful like Dawn. And if you don't have that shrink wrap, because people are like, well, I try to do it without the shrink wrap. It's just not going to work as well because it's not going to keep your image tight. I know taping it, some people think taping it, but why use all that tape? We're going to put a piece of shrink wrap in every single one of our boxes that has anything that you need that with. Now, glass, what do you think about glass, Dawn? Do you always use your shrink wrap with your glass?
I don't. I have to be honest, I don't. I don't usually have a problem. Oh, you mean putting the shrink wrap onto the glass? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood your question.
Yeah,
yes, anything that goes into my convection oven, drinkware-wise, even not drinkware, it gets shrink wrap. Because if you think about it, guys, if you're using a tumbler press or a heat press, it's made to make it tight. If you just put this in the sublimation oven and you don't put that shrink wrap on it, there's nothing holding this tight and you're going to get ghosting.
Yeah, you're going to get ghosting and it's going to get kind of blurry and stuff.
Yeah, and taking all of that tape off, you have to think about it. It's the same with the t-shirt. I tell everybody when you're pressing a t-shirt, don't just pull your image off. You need to lift it off. If you just push it or pull it, your ink is still hot and you're going to get ghosting. It's the same thing with this. If you're trying to pull off all that tape, it's going to cause ghosting and issues. So
yeah. And it's just, and the thing is, you're going to learn as you go, right?
Sure.
And that's the reason why we designed the box, was so that you would get the items, get to try new items you probably didn't even think you would even ever want to try, right? Like, I'm trying to think. One of the products I'm getting ready to show you here in just a few minutes, it's one of the ones you're like, oh, really? I didn't even know that was for sublimation. I mean, so it's just, that's the thing. We want to find products for you guys that you guys can try. You're not going to love everything that comes in the box. I'll be honest with you, it's not. But here's the cool thing about it. Even if you don't love what you got in your box 1 month, or maybe one thing or whatever like that, keep it back. Here's the reason why. Because then when you have like one of those unexpected, like, birthday parties or something you got invited to, or maybe, one of your friends has had like a really hard week and maybe, somebody's passed away or they've lost like one of their animals or anything can happen, right? How awesome is it to be able to just pull out something out of that closet and say, you know what? I found something perfect for them. This is perfect. They love this. Yeah. Personalize it, throw something on it and give it to them. It means so much more than just going to like the local Walmart or Target or whatever and buying a gift card. I love it when people make things for me. It just makes me so happy. One thing I do for myself every single month is I'm in a t-shirt club, right? I have a club. I'm in a club. And I even do that because makes me so happy. Look at this new shirt I just got.
That's cute.
Sue's kindness. Isn't that awesome? But that's the thing. I love personalized stuff. And I also love things that have my name on it. So one of the girls, she actually got me a necklace. So super cute. But anyhow, okay. This is the product I was talking about. This is when you're probably like, what? I didn't even know they had that. Okay, so this is our sublimation tape measure. Okay, it's 16 feet. Okay, is what they pretty sure. Let me pull it all the way out. Whoa, it just keeps going. So it's a pretty big one, and it's 5 meters. So yeah, it just keeps going. I don't think we can pull it all the way out, Dawn, but it's supposed to be 16 feet and it's supposed to be 5 meters. So this is going to be your standard. You've got like the double big ones and things like that, but how awesome is this? It has your belt clip on the back. Okay, so this is a belt clip. This is such a great gift that's just coming right around the corner. I also love this for myself because I like to carry things like this in my purse when I'm going to the store and I'm like, okay, I'm needing to get this rack. I need to figure out if it's going to fit. I want to measure it, right? So, and it's light. I mean, I won't say it's lightweight, but it's a little bit lighter than some of the other ones I felt. And it's got the clip here too, so you can stop. So it's just like a standard tape measure. Okay, look.
And you know what I loved about these guys? The items in this box. Teacher Appreciation Week is here. We always think of the female teacher, but do you think of the gym teacher or the male bus driver or whatever? One of these would be a great little gift, a tumbler and a gift card for the bus driver. You know, there's so many things you could do with them.
Yep, my sister does that for her kiddos. She gets them gifts for all the teachers. She does the bus driver. You know, during the holiday time, we do stuff for the post office because the post office picks up a lot of packages. So, you know, they love that kind of stuff too. So yeah, you've got to just kind of think outside the box when, especially if you are a business, a small business right now, right? You want to make yourself stand out. So that's another thing. The reason why I designed the box was because I wanted you to have unique products that not a lot of other people are selling right now. And so this would be perfect. So you're going to get your tape measure. Okay. Now, what you're going to also get, you guys got a baggie, but what's going to come with this time around, okay? And I should have dropped. Let me do this real quick here, Dawn, before I move on. That was $9.75 for the stainless steel soda can tumbler. But remember, if you're a Box Club member, you're going to get that 15% off. And don't forget to use your 15 off your 40 before tonight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is a sublimation bag. We did not have these come in time. So you all missed it. You guys got your stuff in a baggie. But if you purchase the tape measure, you're going to get the bag, okay? And the bag fits perfectly. So you can just put it in there. It's a 5x7. So how cool is this? Now you can personalize your tape measure, personalize the outside with maybe their name or something. Monograms are great. And so then the other thing you're going to get is you're going to get this metal piece right here. Now, you're going to want to remove the film, okay, because it is a metal. I'm just going to say that for rule of thumb all the time because I think that's what we've moved to. It seems like no products anymore that are coming in, you just press straight to it, that are metal, by the way. So you're going to get that metal little piece, you're going to remove it, and then this is what you're going to sublimate on. You're also going to get the little sticky tape thing here that is going to then be able to go on here. So then you can attach everything. Whoops, that's turned over on the wrong side. It's only one-sided, just to let you know. And then it's going to be like that. You can slide it in the gift bag. Okay? I'm going to let Dawn talk about her time and temp, and I'm going to get that pulled up here for you and drop it in the comments.
So, guys, this one was simple. This is 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did put world's greatest or world's best dad on the license plate. It was the tape measure that I left blank. There's space in here that you could put someone's name or, you know, whatever you want to put in there so they have their own. So, but yeah, this one was simple. 400 degrees, 60 seconds. There was no guesswork. It was pretty straightforward.
And Dawn, that is one of the images that you have shared in the drive as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything you've seen is shared. The only image that is not was the one that I showed you guys, the woman's wallet, and this one came from Creative Fabrica. So if you're a member, you can get that.
Okay. Yeah, so don't forget that too. That's another really great perk for Sublimation Box Club outside of the templates, which takes the guesswork out of things for you guys. Dawn makes the templates every month. She makes the mock-up, which I'm going to have her talk about when we're all finished. And then also the drawing. It's going to have the pictures in there. So you guys will be able to see the things that she's done. And be able to decide if you want to use those for yourself, okay? And you can size those. That's the other great thing. It's not going to come into the box where you're going to have like a specific thing you have to use it for, right? You're going to be able to size it to the way you want to.
Right.
Okay? All right. So the next product, I love this product. I think this is also perfect for anyone, right? I'm also thinking if you wanted to, you could put a magnet on the back and you could put this right to your fridge, because I don't know about you, but a lot of times we don't know where they're at when we need them. So this is, and I have not seen this. Okay. This is the first time I've really seen a wooden one. I've seen the metal, we've had PU leather, but I really wanted something a little bit different into this box. I wanted it to be something, like I said, for craftsman's box, but yet also unisex. So this is our wooden bottle opener. Okay, it is double-sided, and it is just, it's not going to be, I'm trying to think, it's more of a matte wood. Okay, so it's not like the shiny or anything like that. I love that
it's like a bamboo.
Well, did you think it was more bamboo? We didn't put
it was more bamboo. Yeah,
I wanted to say it was, but because we've had like our bamboo boards before, I didn't know if it was the same, and so yeah, so we just put wooden. But if you want to say it's bamboo, that even makes your stuff even look you know, different, because not a lot of people are using bamboo. But look at that, king of the tap. That's so cool. And these are really, like, I'm telling you, they're heavy duty.
They are. This is a good quality, and they're double-sided. I love that they're double-sided.
Yeah, double-sided. And this is going to be another great thing that is going to come with the sublimation bag. So it's going to be perfect for you to just toss in there. And how awesome is this to give this to somebody, right? It's already personalized, it's ready to go. No worry about wrapping or figuring out what you're going to put it in. I am a firm believer. You guys have seen this probably multiple times. I did this for all the women's small things that I did for Mother's Day, that I love bags. Why? Because I hate wrapping. I'm not a wrapper. I'm not a wrapper.
Honest.
Yeah, I hate to wrap. I just don't. And most of the time, if you're going to get something for me, you're going to get it in the bag. So why not have something personalized? And I had somebody ask me, they're like, do you think that we can get some sublimation bags? I will tell you, I found some and I'm super excited about it, and we'll be rolling those out. So yeah. So anyhow, the wooden bottle opener, I'm going to go grab the link. If I didn't tell you the tape measure, let me do that real quick. So the tape measure is $7. And again, that's going to include the tape measure, and that's going to include your sublimation gift bag, okay, which is going to be like an all-in-one kind of thing. And your bottle opener did not come in your box with a bag, because again, the bags were not here. So just wanted to reiterate that. Okay, so let me go grab the other one, and Dawn's going to talk about her time and tip.
So guys, I did this at 385 degrees for 180 seconds. You know, it took a little bit more time, but I have to tell you, I was very surprised at how well those colors came out. I thought they were going to be much more muted than they are. They really popped and they were vibrant. And I did not sublimate the other side because I am headed out on a camping trip. Like I said, I'm leaving this weekend, and I think I'm putting magnets on this so we could just stick that by the camper and know where it is at all times.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And like I said, you can do that for your refrigerator too. So, and if you're like us and you have like one of those small like refrigerators in your garage or something like that downstairs, you can always just pop it on there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Great for college students. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they love this type of things. And, you know, they have like those little refrigerators as well too, things like that. So, okay. So we've got one more product that we're going to go over. I am going to tell you this product, there are two things that are going to be in it that you can purchase now that didn't come in the box because I didn't want to confuse everything with it. Okay. So there's that. Also, this is one where we also had a correction on. Okay. And so I'll have Dawn talk about that. Again, it's going to be in the email that you guys are going to receive later. That's going to talk about that. Okay. Okay. So let's get to the last one. This is our sublimation hat with the PU leather patch. So if you guys have purchased from us in the past, the stockings with the leather patch, this is very similar. We've had hats before. We've had hats that had, I'm trying to think, they weren't PU leather patches. They were more of a cloth patch, kind of maybe one that had like little fringes and stuff like that. You guys have seen that before. But we've never had any hats that more were geared towards, I would say, primarily men. But women can have them too. I really feel like hats are unisex for anybody, but there are some people who say, oh, that color is more geared towards men. Okay, whatever. But I would wear a black hat because I wear hats all the time. I would wear the gray hat that Dawn has right there. So But there are going to be 2 colors that I feel are going to be a little more geared towards women if you want to purchase those. So we've got the black. This is going to also be, I want to talk about this. This is like your Richardson hat. So if you ever hear anybody go, hey, I want a Richardson hat. So do not sell these short, okay, when you go to put your pricing on this, because
It's a good
Richardson
hat.
they're quality hats, okay? They're
Sure
made
are.
really well. I wanted to make sure that we had a very sturdy hat, and it has the mesh in the back right here, and then, you know, your adjustable strap and everything. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Now, I had a hard time picking out colors for you guys. Really, I really did. I had to go with just a few. I'm not saying we won't get other colors, but there are probably like, I don't know, 50, 60 colors. It's kind of crazy because you've got 2 combinations, right? Like what Dawn has. Dawn has the gray and the black. Well, there are some where you can get the black and the gray, you know? And like this one, this was black and it's like a khaki that you can get, right? And I love this one. I think this one's super cool. And then we did go with, I wouldn't say army green. We call this olive, okay? So it's more of like an olive green. And then, of course, it's got the black. And then I have the same one that Dawn has, okay? And then I'm going to show you the last 2. What can I do with them? Okay, so I think these are super cute. I wanted to do, and those were the ones that would have came in the box. So you would have gotten one of those colors. So just to talk about that for a few minutes. So if you are a Box Club member, or if you want to join Sublimation Box Club, just remember that not everybody gets the same color. We have different variations for a reason. So like you might get the black, somebody else might get the brown, somebody else might get the gray. And at the end, then you have the chance to be able to purchase the other colors you want. That's where you use your discount code. That's just exclusive for you. Also, your first access, which, you know, you get the day before unboxing, which was yesterday. We sent out an email. We let everybody know that you guys get first access. So that being said, we also did not put these in there at all. We wanted them to be a surprise. So now, if you wanted the pink with the black, it's now available, okay? And then we've also got the turquoise with the black. Now, until I get in the rest of my hat patches, okay, because things have been a little wonky lately with shipping, and everybody knows, don't even have to talk about it. We are just doing random shape patches, okay? So if you purchase a hat today, we're either going to throw in, and they're all great shapes, by the way. I really feel like they're all great shapes. I don't feel like there's one versus another. But, okay, so let me see. I'm trying to show the size that you would print on, Dawn. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so you're going to get the rectangle. You've got the square, okay? Or you could get the oval, or you can get the circle. And what I'm waiting on is where I'm getting more of them, and then you can pick out what shape you want, okay? As of right now, they're just a random shape. So those are now on the site. You're going to be able to, somebody said something. Nope. I can't read what they wrote. I'm so sorry. What's it say?
I don't see it yet.
Oh, yes. Step by step
would be most helpful
for Tanya. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do then, Tanya, is we're going to have that happen where we're going to send an email. We just need to figure out when we send the email, because it's really tricky, right? We want to make sure when we send the email, we're not ruining the surprise. So we may not have that. Here's what I'm thinking we're going to do. After we do our unboxing, because today we're sending out a special email to you guys, right? Because we have the corrections. How about we do this? Once we have our unboxing, when we've already shown everything to everybody, it's no longer, you know, really not a surprise, because at this point we've already done it. Why don't we do that then? We send an email out and we have all the step-by-step instructions for you, okay? And if for some reason, if you were a go-getter and as soon as you got your box, you're like, I'm doing it tonight, and we haven't gotten that email out yet, you can always contact us and then we can get you what you would need, right? But I don't like to ruin the surprise. I really want, you know, people to have the whole experience of the surprise, the mystery. We did try 1 month, and it was a long time ago. It was before Dawn even came in, where we actually told people what they were going to get. And it didn't do as well. People really like to be surprised. They love just the surprise aspect of it. And so I think that's going to be the best thing. But yes, I will have my VA. So today is going to have the correction email. I will have my VA do the step-by-step instructions and we'll get those to you before the weekend. Okay. And that way then you'll have it. But moving forward, we'll put it on our list. That is something that we need to do the day or the next morning after unboxing, because I think our next unboxing is in the evening time. Or because it's hard to send an email out at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Not most people are going to open that. But anywho, all right. So I'm going to let Dawn talk about this. I'm going to go grab the link and we're going to go from there. But I do think that that's a great idea, Tanya. And I'm glad that you like that. So we'll do that.
So guys, I was a little confused about this, and I do know what I'm doing. So, there, like Amy said, there will be instructions with this, but I did the patch at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Now, when I opened the patch, this little piece of paper came with it, and you could see that I thought that this was the adhesive. I was trying to pull this off because I thought that's what was going to go on the patch to get it to adhere to the shirt. You'd have to press it, but I thought that this had the adhesion on it. So I pressed this in my heat press, not on the hat. I just sublimated the patch itself, and the back of the patch, the sticky part, adhered to the butcher paper on my platen. Okay, which was a problem. And there was nothing coming off of this paper. Like you could see where I just kept ripping at it. I just didn't know what to do with it. So long story short, when you sublimate the patch on your heat press, you're going to take, there's a shiny side to the paper and there's a dull side. You are going to take the shiny side. Make sure that is behind your patch, not where you're sublimating the image, but behind the patch. That will protect your heat press and your pressing pillow or whatever you're pressing on. That will stop the glue from sticking to whatever you are putting it on. And then because this is shiny, it rips off very easily. And then I took my hat and my patch and I just used the heat press to adhere it to the hat, and it's stuck beautifully. Did that all make sense?
It is a mouthful, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. And I was very confused myself because I've done this before where this is the sticky, and I said this has to have stick, but it didn't. So bottom line, sublimate your patch with this behind it to protect the sticky so the shiny side touches the patch. Then remove this, and then you just press your patch onto your hat as you normally would.
Now, did you have a video for that you're going to share as well too?
I didn't, but when I get back, if you want me to make one, I definitely can.
Yeah, I'm thinking that would be best if we do that, just to show them how that works. Yes, this is a different technique. So see, different things change. And so this is the new thing that they're going to less things, less steps like that they're kind of doing on all-in-one kind of thing. So Dawn, can you also iron this on if somebody doesn't have a hat press? Or did you use your press and not a hat press?
I used my hat press. However, it stuck so well with my heat press, I don't see why you couldn't use your iron at a high setting.
Yeah, and that's what the other gal did, is she used the iron. And a third option, which you're going to see in the email as well too, is that you guys can use, is it E6000 glue?
Yes, E6000. You can use E6000. You just have to be a little careful with the fabric. And something I would suggest with E6000 glue, E6000 takes like 24 hours to adhere to something for the stickiness to really hold. So anytime I use E6000, I use a little bit of hot glue. The hot glue will adhere immediately and it'll hold it in place until the E6000 really sticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to put the E6000 on there, and then you're going to put a little bit of hot
just
glue.
A little bit of hot glue. Anytime I use E6000, it doesn't matter. I would say put like one little drop in the middle and then maybe two little drops on the edges just to hold it in place, because the E6000, again, takes 24 hours to adhere to whatever you're doing, and that patch will slide. I mean, it's sitting on the top of the hat. If you leave it this way, you have a better chance. But if you leave it this way, it could slide down and it will ruin the hat.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a great tip. I like that because that way, then, yeah, if it's taking that long for it to adhere, you know, you have to like put it off to the side and stuff like that. And so that's nice to know that at least that you can do that and it'll stick a little better. So, yeah. So, all right. Well, you guys, like I said, you guys are going to get an email. We're going to give you guys more instructions with this. Like I said, it's just so hard with the card. But now we've got a plan of what we'll do moving forward. You'll also be able to find that in the file section. We'll drop it as well there. And that's the same thing with the drive. That is also in the file section. Dawn drops that in there every single month when she announces it in the group and says it's now available. She also puts it into the file section. If you guys haven't checked out the drive, you guys definitely want to. The really cool thing is you guys get to see all the past stuff. It's not showing you just what you've gotten, like if you just signed up this month. It's showing you all the past as well too. So take advantage of that. Especially if there's products like, again, like you're going to be doing crafting events and things like that. It's really great. So before we go, I am going to show you one of the items that's going to be in the next box. So we talked about the things that came out of this box, but I'm going to show you one of those things in just a minute. So hang tight. So all of the products, we have 4 to 6 sublimation products that will come in your box monthly. Okay. You're also, one thing I didn't talk about is we are also going to give you the paper. Okay. So you're going to get a folder. It's at the bottom of your box. Do not throw out your box. Again, you want to use those, recycle those, put other things in them, but don't forget to take out your paper. Okay. You're going to get 6 sheets of paper because you have 6 projects you have to do, right? Oops, sorry, somebody was calling. And you're going to have that shrink wrap. So the shrink wrap that we talked about for the drinkware, it's going to be right on top. Okay. So don't throw any of those things out. So that's another one of the really great perks that we're doing. You're going to get the template. It's going to give you the measurements of the products and things. Dawn puts those together. Please use those. It's going to help you. I'm not saying that you should not measure because you should always measure.
Always.
But it's going to give you at least an idea of how you're going to start getting your images prepped and ready to go. Let's say if you're designing something again, like on Canva, you want to make sure that you have those measurements, okay? So you're going to get that. You're going to get the mock-ups, right? And you're probably wondering what a mock-up is. So I'm going to let Dawn talk about that real quick because I do feel like that's something that probably doesn't get utilized very much because maybe people don't understand it. And it would be cool next time when we do a live where we actually can show you what a mock-up looks like on the screen, which we can bring in like a share screen. And I might be able to grab that while Dawn's talking. Let me see if I can.
Okay. And while she's doing that, let me just answer Anna's question. So Anna wants to know, would it be easier to adhere the patch to the hat and then sublimate it? And no, definitely not, because my thinking is that the sublimation ink is going to sublimate right into that hat fabric. So it's going to discolor the area around the patch. So you definitely do not want to do that. Okay. So to talk about the mock-ups and the templates and everything. So you get mock-ups, which basically I give you 3 sets of mock-ups. I give you the image, I give you an image of the sublimation item, not sublimated, with a white background. So it's a very simple image of just the product, no background or anything. That image is for you to do whatever you want with it. You can go into Canva or to Photoshop and you can add a background. You can add an image to it and you can promote it to your customer that way. Then I give you one with a background with the product not sublimated. So you can already have the background and then just add whatever image you're going to be using with it. And then I give you a third set. It is the background and it is the image that I sublimated. And the point of them is when you are advertising to a customer, or if you're putting, in a Facebook group that you could sell this item, you want to give them a visual. Most people are visual. They don't want to see a blank white item because they're not going to know what they can do with it. So that is the purpose of your mock-ups. Okay. And then I give you a template. And the template, like Amy said, I basically will give you like this shape of the wallet with this little hole cut out and this V on the end, I will give you a template that looks exactly like that with the measurements that I use to put my sublimation image on that item. So usually if it's something, you know, like this, it's going to be maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than the actual item because you want to make sure you sublimate the whole thing. So that's what the template is. Oh, look at you go, being all techy
I
today.
know. No, look at that. So
Okay.
here are the mock-ups, guys.
Okay. So those are
mock-ups.
right. So you see the one that has the white checked background, that is just a picture of the image. And then if you look to the right of the tumbler, there is an image with a background, and then it's just the white tumbler that you can add an image to. And then to the left of it is what I sublimated. It's exactly what I sublimated with the background. So if you wanted to use, like, let's say, I know you can't see my mouse, but if you wanted to use the hat with the white round patch with that checkered background, you would just take whatever image your customer may be interested in seeing on that hat, and you just incorporate that image into that picture. And now they have a visual of what that image would look like on the hat. Okay, so those are the things that I give you. And then I give you all of these images that I have created. And these are all images that I have created. So, you know, the Sub This and That owns the copyright to them. And we give you the ability to use those images. So you shouldn't go sell that image, you know, alone. But if you put it on an item and sell it, that's perfectly fine. So that's what those images are. And, you know, the copyright is held by Sub This and That.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so Karen's asking, where do you get the mock-ups? Okay, so Karen, in your box that you received this month, you received a card that says thank you. It's going to have a QR code that you can scan with your phone. It's going to take you straight to the drive. Okay, and then when you get to the drive,
QR code.
it's at the and it's on the bottom of your card. Now, if for some reason you don't know how to do that, which I totally understand, that is a tech thing, and I'm not tech savvy, so it's a little hard for me. I've had to learn it over time. It's also located now in the Sublimation Box Club group. If you're not a member of our group that says Sublimation Box Club, we need to get you in there. We sent emails, so check your email, check your spam, because we sent you the personal invite when you signed up for Sublimation Box Club. It's the very first email you will receive from us is like, hello, we're excited you joined us. And the very first thing we want you to do is to join the club exclusive group, okay? It's just for club members. And Dawn just posted those yesterday.
Yeah, and guys, once you access that little QR code from your phone, it accesses the Google Drive that's related to Sub This and That. So if you go to Google on your computer, you can go to the Google Drive, and you will now then, because it is a little confusing, if you are working, someone that works from your computer with your design software, it's a little confusing to scan it on your phone and then have to work with it on your computer, right? Because it shows up on your phone. Once you have accessed it from your phone, you then have access to the Sub This and That Google Drive through your Google Drive on your computer. And you can access it then from your computer. So if that's something that you want me to do a video on, just let me know and I can show you how to access it. And then those images, like Amy started to say, they're in the files section of the Facebook group.
Yep. And there's the templates, and they're really well marked. I'm noticing that Dawn has this really set up really well for you guys. It says templates, it says mock-ups, and then we also have the images that she's shown you today. So there's those, okay? And those are accessible for you guys. But again, you can go back to any month. Next month, this is the one thing I want to talk about. So next month is our 2-year birthday with Sublimation Box Club. Can you believe that? 2 years.
Crazy.
So we're going to be celebrating a lot next month for our 2-year. And so if you our box club member, I'm going to tell you guys, you want to get your box, okay? Because if you don't get your box, you're going to miss out. So don't skip this box, get this box, don't pause it, don't do anything like that. Because there are things that we're going to be doing that are going to be just for Sublimation Box Club members, and you have to be a member, okay? So you have until the 31st to make sure you're active, that you're getting your box, because we do have people from time to time, that need a break for a month or so. And we do offer that. We do offer a skip option, but I'm telling you, you don't want to do that, okay? Not this month. and if for some reason you've canceled, you want to come back, right? Because it's our 2-year birthday. You guys know we do things big for things, and this is our 2-year birthday, so of course we're going to do it big. Now, also, if you aren't a box club member and you're just joining us, you're seeing all these great things, you're seeing all the things that have come out of the box, and you're like, hey, how can I get started? So what will happen is I'm going to drop the link here for you to check out. This month's box is ready, set, travel. So we did not tell you what it is, right? We're not telling you, it's just a hint, but that is the actual name of the box this month. So there is the link. You can get started. You're going to get 4 to 6 projects in the box monthly. You're going to get your paper. You're going to get the templates, the mock-ups, and the digital images, which is what Dawn has been talking to you about. You're going to get first access. You're going to get the discount code. That is huge. It's priceless. You can't put money on it because it really depends on how much you're going to buy. I have some members that buy from us every single time we put products up. I have some that, maybe purchase once or twice a month, maybe once a month. However, it's really up to you, right? You don't have to wait for any sale. You don't have to wait for anything, and you can grab the things when you want to. So that's 15% off. That also includes our pre-orders. We did just have a pre-order for journals. I will let you know the journals will be here tomorrow. They'll be shipping out on Monday. So even with that lower price for the pre-orders, our box club members got an additional savings of 15%. Where do you get that at? Really? It's really the best perks, okay, with all that. The other thing you're going to get is exclusive group. You're going to get 2 workshops a month, one with myself and one with Cassandra, where we're going to take you step by step on how to sublimate at least 2 to 3 products out of the box. And then also Business Tips 101, where we just talk about different things about business. We talk about where can you sell your product. We talk about events, just all those fun things. And we also have Q&A, so we can answer questions for you and stuff like that. So that's another one of the really great perks. For all that, it's $47.98, okay, the box is. And then it's $9.99 flat rate shipping anywhere in the U.S., including Hawaii and Alaska, which is huge because Alaska, it is more. It's going to be more than $9.99. But you know what? That is what we did. Also with Alaska, it takes a little while longer. So just to let you know that, just to be aware of that. Okay. We love our Alaska people. I think we've got 6 people from Alaska within the box, which I think is totally awesome. But it does take a little while longer for them to get their box. Okay. Our box is charged on the 20th of the month. That's our auto ship. Once you sign up, you don't have to sign up again. Okay. You just sign up the one time. That's it. And it's going to be charged to you. Now, the box will ship out the first week of the month. So like this month, we shipped out the very first week in May. Now, I will tell you, the Postal Service, it doesn't seem like they have priority shipping anymore, and it's not very fast. So we're adjusting things. So we're going to take a look at that and see what we need to do next month. We might have to adjust our unboxing time to make it to where more people can join us, because there are some people who are still struggling to get their box either today or tomorrow. So, okay. But yeah, we'd love for you to take a look at our box, become a member, try it out, see what you think. I'm going to tell you, definitely try out this month's box coming up for the travel, because this is our 2-year birthday. And like I said, you have to be active and you have to be a box club member to be able to get some of the things that we're going to be doing. So, all right, before I go, I'm going to show you guys one of the items that came out of the box. So let's get this off of the share thing.
And Karen, yes, absolutely. When I get back, I go away, and then I come back for a week, and I go away for another week. So somewhere in between there, it will be there for you. I promise.
Okay, what's she asking?
She asked me if I would do a video on how to do the phone to Google on laptop.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Do we not have anything like that? I thought we
not showing you how to, once you've accessed it on the phone, how to access it on the computer. No.
Okay. Okay, because I thought you could just go into the computer and just do it then if you want to.
I believe the Google Drive has to be shared with you first. So they need that QR code, and you can't scan the QR code from your computer. So you have to scan it from your.
But can't you get the link? Like if I drop the link right now in the box club, can't they click on it and just get to it? I think they can.
If you can, yes. If you have that link, you can.
Yep, I will do that. I'll do that for you, Karen. I'll drop that into the Sublimation Box Club group, and you'll be able to just click on there as well. And also, it is in the group. All you have to do is go up to the search bar in your Sublimation Box Club group if you're looking for something in particular, right? Like Dawn's talking about, like the binder or anything like that. Just go into the top and type in something, and it's going to pull up all the videos. It's going to pull up any information that we've had that has to do with that. So if you type in Drive, you're probably going to see all the things where Dawn has posted each month that the Drive is available. If you keep scrolling down, you're going to see where I posted the link. Okay. Dawn, is that something you can just post from now on when you post yours? Just throw the link maybe in the comments or something.
You got it.
Okay. I think that'll work. Okay. So I'm going to show you this and then we're going to go, guys. And I'm so sorry it's taking a little while longer today, but we wanted to make sure we explain the mock-ups a little bit more in templates to you guys. Okay. We'll get our rhythm down to where we'll be going faster. All right. So this is going to be a travel box. And I absolutely love this. This is something I had to do that was different because I wanted to make sure that we don't have a water bottle. I don't have a water bottle, but it has the pockets on the side so you'll be able to put your drink in there. You got your water bottle.
So cute.
I love that it has the pocket in the front. Okay, so you can slide your phone down in here. Okay, it also has another pocket on the other side. It is going to be double-sided. So what I'm envisioning you can put a cute image here. If you wanted to, you can even do the sides. Okay, and then you have the full back side. So it also has the zipper, so you can keep this closed, right? I love this because, you know, if you're wanting to go someplace and you don't want people to get into your bag,
Yeah,
you have it closed, okay? And then it also has this really cute little pocket that you can probably put like your keys in there or something like that. So, but yeah, it's super cute. This is just like a little boxier bag than what we've had before. But again, like I said, this will go into the Ready, Set, Travel box. So this is one of the items you're already going to receive. You guys are seeing this now. Okay?
love it.
And then there'll be at least 5 other products. So I'm so excited for this one. This one's going to be so much fun. And, you know, it's not just for travel. I know people say, oh, I'm not going to be traveling. You know what? You can use that bag for anything. You can put
That's a great beach
bag.
bag.
Yes, great beach bag. Great for going, you know, to the kiddos, going to their grandparents and things like that. Great if you have a fur pet, which I do back here. Where'd she go? Oh, she's sleeping in her bed back there. And, you know, you can put like her little things in there for us when we come to the shop. I can put anything in there. So, yeah, it's a bag, right? Can't go wrong with tote bags.
Nope, never.
Totes no longer. What?
Takes longer to North Carolina, too.
Oh, takes longer. Yes. I don't know what's happening with the Postal Service. I really don't. UPS is about the same way. So
yeah, you need to live where Dawn lives. Amy can't get stuff to me. It's been horrible.
Yeah, Dawn living on Long Island, and I have another gal too that lives on Long Island too. I forgot to tell you about that, Dawn, that she has the same problem. I don't know. It's like you guys are in your own little world over there. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us today, guys. But definitely check out the box. I'm going to drop that here real quick again. Yeah, take a look. If you're not a Box Club member, you know, we have great perks, and you guys, you know, great products. So, all right. Thanks for joining, and thanks, Dawn, for joining as well. And yeah, Dawn's going to drop her information for her classes right when we get off the live, so you guys can pop back in. And I'll also have her drop that into the Box Club as well too, so that you guys can also see that there too. Because she's probably got some great classes. She's still probably, you have classes this month still or no?
No, I'm done for this month, but the June and July schedule, I'm working to get it out before I go away.
Okay, awesome. So you guys can definitely, you know, check those out and get signed up for those. So.
And guys, if there's ever anything you want to do, I do one-on-one classes as well. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great day, and don't forget all the items are available. Don't forget, if you are a Box Club member, you're getting 15 off of 40 with your special code. We're not going to mention it here. It's in your email. and you're going to be getting text club here in a little while. And then it's also in the group. Okay. If you are not a box club member, you can still enjoy getting money off. You're going to get $10 off. Okay. $10 off 40. And it includes all the things that we just showed you guys in the box. Okay. All right. Have a great day. And thanks for joining.
Bye, guys. Have a great
Bye.
week.